You know, there's a saying that I heard, and you're only as good as your last race. Once you get to a certain level of skill, it becomes like 90% mental. I'm showing up to win. Irwindale has one hell of a race, and kind of all on the line.
By 11 points, it's coming down. How's he gonna do? Make some noise for Matt, the Beast from the Bay. Behold! All the work's been done for him. You know, he hasn't won yet. It's not locked in.
Competition in the wet here, this is a whole different animal.
Oh my gosh! Matt Field backs it and spins out. Matt Field spins out and hits the wall.
Formula Drift is cutthroat, man. The separation in between the top dudes and the middle pack dudes and the bottom dudes is pretty big. My car, my Corvette, is just one part of Drift Cave Motorsports. We actually run 4 cars in Formula Drift Pro, not to mention a shop full of customer cars that are drift cars, street cars, this, and there's absolutely no way that I can do it by myself. It's the week of Irwindale. We're here, the finals, and that means it's time to load the trailer. We start today and we won't finish till tomorrow. There's a couple more things that need to get done on all of the cars, very little things, but that's racing, right? I want to say it's exactly like any other round, but there's no doubt, like there's pressure, it's different. There's a different feeling in the air, you know, I think everyone feels it. This is like the week to go. It's like hunker down and go. Knowing that the pressure is out there and accepting, yeah, there's implications, championship on the line, like who's standing on top of the podium, we want it to be us. But I really have to tell myself, you know, it's just any other race. Honestly, I like Thursdays. I feel like a way for me to suppress any nerves or any like thoughts about what's gonna happen this weekend or this is work. Distracting myself with work. And for me, it's like, it's Drift Caves, you know, it's our big rig, it's our canopy, it's our toolbox, it's everything is Drift Cave Motorsports. And when I get the whole thing set up, it's so rewarding to see the fruits of our labor. Setup day is coming to an end. The cars are where they need to be. We're still doing a couple of things. There's just so much logistics behind all of this just to get ready to bring the cars out on track. Still stuff to do, even though we've been at it all day. The boys are all running around getting prepped. Irwindale is a hot pit track, so that means that all pitting and everything during practice and qualifying needs to happen out on the track. You basically have to take everything that's in this trailer, load it up, and get it out to the line. And there's a specific time that it opens and we're able to do that, so kind of just finishing up everything, and me, I try to just chill out, have my smoothie, and get ready for the driver's meeting. Friday morning has a different feeling, for sure. You get the nerves in your stomach from the second you wake up. So what I've learned going into qualifying, don't think you're gonna do anything that you haven't done all weekend. That's where you make the biggest mistake. Don't try anything different in qualifying. Get your lap sorted, be confident and comfortable with that lap, and go do that lap. So if you are doing high level laps right away, hone in on that and clean up the couple little things. Don't try to all of a sudden, I gotta throw it all the way up to the top, because yeah, it just never works out. So that's qualifying, man. Mental game is huge in drifting. It is, once you get to a certain level of skill, it becomes like 90% mental, right? When you're learning, you're setting up the car and the team is growing, yeah, you don't need to worry about the mental side of things quite as much because everything is a learning experience. Once you get to a place where you know that you can win and you know that you can perform, then this becomes the sharpest tool in your shed, right? The most used tool.
Well, there it is. Look at that. Our #1 qualifier, Frederick Osbo, 3 points richer, closing that gap from 14th first to second, closing that to 11. That is huge. That is absolutely massive for Freddie. And again, with Matt Field, our current points leader, getting 4th, that's 0 points for him.
Saturday's game day. There's no other way of describing it. You wake up and you know it's time for battle. And literally, like, it's battle days, right? It's not time to qualify, it's not time to practice, it's time to focus in and be ready for battle. You really have to hone in on the 2 setups, the daytime, the nighttime, everything in between. And we gotta remember, it's gonna be a sold out, packed house. You know, there's a saying that I heard, and you're only as good as your last race. So I definitely want to go into this final round of the year, go to the final battle, and take the top trophy. There's not much more to say than that. I'm showing up to win. Irwindale is one hell of a race, and it's kind of all on the line.
Just as many rounds we've had in Atlanta, we had here at the House of Drift, Irwindale, California. You talk about Matt Field, what's at stake here? We're talking about points, we're talking about championship. Matt Field has not won an event. Frederick Osbo, he has. He currently sits in 2nd, but qualifying played a major role. So taking a look at the standings overall, Frederick Osbo, he is only 11 points behind.
We had a bye run into the top 16 because Joao Barrion couldn't fix his car. I'm not sure what's wrong with it. You don't ever want to win like that, but you know, take it any chance you get. So onto the top 16, a couple little changes that we made, feel phenomenal. So I'm ready for 16. So there's 2 races that are really my favorites. The opener in Long Beach. Everyone's fired up, excited, and we go out and throw brand new cars on the wall. It's nuts. And then you have Irwindale, the season finale. Everyone's driving elevates just that little bit. But be careful because every single driver probably in the top 16 has crashed at one point in Irwindale, so it'll bite you. But when you get it right, it's like so sweet.
Here we are, ready to party at round 8 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. Celebrating 19 years of the championship. Will it be a new champion, or will it be a repeat? The fireworks kick off here at the House of Drift. I will be your tour guide alongside Ryan Lontaine, and we'll introduce you to our top 16 drivers here at Irwindale, California. Remember, our 20th season kicks off next April on the streets of Long Beach. Here is your current points leader and gunning for the championship. He pilots that Falcon tires, Borley exhaust, Drift Cave, Heat Wave, Corvette, the 777. Your current points leader by 11 points. It's coming down. How's he gonna do? Make some noise for Matt, the Beast from the Bay Field. This is a battle that many are waiting to see. Matt Field, a contender for the championship, current points leader, only by 11 points, going against arguably one of the most talked about drivers in the Formula Drift paddock. That is Adam LZ. But that gentleman right there, the 777 MF, Matt Field. All right, so we are back to the start line with our points leader. Championship implications are on the line. The outcome of this battle doesn't signify that either Field or Osbo gets the victory, because, again, Osbo still has to finish out his battle between Mohan, Matt Field, Adam LZ. LZ looks like a different LZ than we've seen previously this season. Look at how patchy that is, Ryan.
Yep.
I mean, you're seeing dry spots, you're seeing wet spots. What we want to see is smoke. Now, watch how much smoke gets kicked out. The Falcon tires, oh my gosh! Matt Field backs it and spins out! Matt Field spins out and hits the wall.
That's it, we're done.
You okay?
Yeah.
That's okay.
I went to throw it mid-high, and she just kept creeping up. Fuck me, dude. I'm sorry, boys.
I think the silence says it all, Jared.
This is huge.
Huge implications.
All right, so it's the lower control arm and probably the upper, and then obviously the joints, but the lower is definitely bent.
The shock wave that ripples through the House of Drift. This is just a crazy turn of events. Matt Field leading into this round, closing in. So the scenario here is he had an incomplete up front. That was independent, absolutely
Yes,
independent.
100%.
LZ is not part of that scenario. But let's talk about this championship, because did not expect that at all.
Yeah.
You take everything in consideration. So the scenarios are, Matt Field spins out, he's got an incomplete. LZ needs to have an incomplete in front of Matt Field in order for Matt Field to even have a shot.
Yes.
Probably one more time.
Yeah.
This does not solidify that Frederick Osbo is your 2022 Formula Drift champion.
Typically, when there's a crash like this, we say, will the driver, will the team be able to fix the car up?
It's about attrition, keeping the car together, keeping the team tight and right. Not saying that they have not done that, but that is what is coming now. 1 minute and 20 seconds for a championship. The power tools are out, the shock is on, the wheel needs to be on the ground. I don't know if they have time. It's not looking promising. Matt Field and his team could very well be, and it looks like all signs are saying, that they will be second place in our 2022 championship. 1 minute, 60 seconds, and the clock is ticking down. The Rockstar team watching on. Frederick, he's watching the live stream. He's seeing what's going down. Frederick Osbo, two-time Formula Drift champion. He won a few years ago, and now here he is again. 2022 champion, is he going for it? And with this championship, he will join the three-time championship club. 10 seconds. This is the drama that unfolds, and it looks like Frederick Osbo will be your 2022 Formula Drift champion.
So close yet so far. Let's make some noise for your second place finisher in the 2022 Formula Drift Championship. Pilot of the Falcon Tires, Boiling Sauce. Driftcade, Heat Wave, can you feel it? Matt, the Beast of the Bay, Field, second place.
First and foremost, I want to thank my team. Like, no doubt about it, they stepped up to the plate this year. So much more than even expected. I thought that this season was going to be about me, but realistically what it was all about is that the team was able to keep it together, and they were able to provide me a car that we could lead this championship for halfway through the year. And I mean, I'm utterly disappointed right now, guys, just so you know. Completely gutted and disappointed. But if I ask 16-year-old or 18 or 17 or even 23-year-old me, would I be disappointed at this? The answer is absolutely freaking not.